You ever think about how when you use an app or a website, it just feels consistent? Like you know it's them.
Oh, absolutely. That feeling, that brand identity in the digital space, it doesn't happen by accident.
Right. It takes a whole team, doesn't it?
Right.
UX people, UI designers, copywriters,
hmm
even motion designers all kind of working together.
Exactly. And getting all those people and pieces aligned efficiently, that's always been the challenge. That's really where design systems first came in.
Okay, yeah. Design systems, we've heard that term quite a bit. But they're not all created equal, are they? Sometimes they feel more like, I don't know, just a style guide.
That's a really good point. Many traditional design systems do lean heavily on the design side, maybe less on the development integration,
Hmm.
but ThrillWorks, they're a digital agency that sort of took a step back and thought about the bigger picture for their clients. They developed something they call Design System Plus.
Design system plus.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm intrigued. What's the plus part? What elevates it?
Well, it definitely starts with the core stuff, what people often call the atomic approach. So you've got your style guide colors, fonts, that kind of thing. Visual language. Precisely. Then a library of components, buttons, menus, forms the individual building blocks, and patterns showing how to put them together.
Like Lego instructions, basically.
Got it.
But you said plus, so there's more.
There is a really key difference is their interactive web-based guide. This isn't just some static PDF.
Oh, okay.
It's a live website. It acts as the single source of truth. That phrase gets used a lot, but here it's really true for designers and developers.
So what's on this website guide?
You see the components, you can actually click and interact with them. But crucially, you also get the code snippets right there, plus clear guidelines on how and when to use each component.
Ah, okay. So it bridges that gap between design and code much more directly.
Exactly. And it gets even more integrated. This guide is actually connected in real time to the original design files, like in Figma, and the actual code repository.
Wait, real time. So if a designer changes a button color in Figma,
It can reflect in the guide and the code base pretty much instantly, and vice versa. If a dev updates the code, the guide shows it. Some people can even edit content in the guide with controls over publishing.
wow, okay, that level of connection is impressive. That must really help with collaboration. What about keeping the content consistent, like the actual text or images that go into those components?
Great question. That's where they bring in a headless CMS.
Headless CMS, right?
Yeah, so they integrate it so that the content fields the authors use directly map to the properties defined in the design system components.
Meaning the content naturally fits the design it's meant for wherever it appears.
You got it. Consistency across different channels, websites, apps, you name it.
Okay, this is making sense. You also mentioned tokens earlier in our prep. What's that about?
Right, tokens. Think of them as the smallest design decisions codified, like the specific hex code for the brand blue, the pixel value for corner rounding on buttons, the font size.
Little bits of design DNA.
Kind of, yeah. They're usually name value pairs. The powerful thing is these tokens are shared. So the designer changes the button radius's token in Figma.
And the code automatically picks up that new value.
Exactly. It flows both ways. It creates this really unified visual language under the hood.
That seems like it would eliminate so much back and forth and just errors. But the big hurdle is often still just turning the design into code in the first place, right?
Historically, yes. A huge bottleneck. ThrillWorks is tackling this too. They're using really structured design files and, interestingly, applying AI techniques to automate a lot of that translation from design to code.
AI, really?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
still, relatively early days for that part, but the potential for speeding up development dramatically is huge.
Okay, so let's recap. ThrillWorks Design System Plus isn't just a component library.
Yeah,
It's this interconnected ecosystem.
that's a good way to put it.
You've got the core components, the interactive guide syncing design and code, the headless CMS ensuring content fits, shared tokens for visual consistency, and even AI starting to automate code generation.
Exactly. The whole package is designed for performance, faster project completion for clients, easier ongoing support, much smoother collaboration, consistent brand delivery, and real efficiency gains.
It really makes you think. As digital interactions just get more and more complex, maybe this kind of integrated performance-driven system isn't just a nice-to-have anymore.
It could fundamentally change how we approach building and maintaining digital products altogether.
Definitely something for all of us involved in creating digital experiences to chew on. How might this change your workflow? Worth considering.